Hi, Gemini single. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a deep dive singles reading. We're going to ask Spirit for some clues and some evidence. I have my charms here today. We're going to do some charms at the end. We're going to see what kind of energy is coming into your life, what your person may be like, how they make you feel, what's your feelings, what's their feelings, anything Spirit wants to share with me. As always, you can use these deep dive readings for manifestations. What we think about, we attract. So if you are trying to attract new love into your life, you can always use these readings as a tool to manifest someone to come towards you. So welcome, my Geminis. Let's call in our angels now. Spirit, I'm so grateful that you allow me to hear things and feel things that others may not today. And I ask that you guide me, and I am listening for you now. Let's see what Spirit has. I have forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Okay. Forgiving yourself. Excuse me. Forgiving others. Forgiveness. Past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. I love that. Like opening up your heart is basically what they're saying. So that is gorgeous. And then let's go spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. Opening yourself up to new people, new places, new things, doing different things, breaking out of a routine, maybe to open up some kind of serendipity or coincidence that is not really a coincidence that maybe is going to happen. So maybe Spirit's just asking you to kind of be spontaneous, because through those efforts, that is when this love is going to arrive. So let's see what we have. I have a 7 of Swords. Okay, so some of you may have had some loss, or you may be struggling with something from your past, but that's okay. That's at releasing. I have a Page of Pentacles. There's the opportunity ahead. All right. There's the opportunity ahead. It could be connected to your work. Sometimes we meet people not necessarily at work or that we work with them, but somehow we connect. We might have related fields, or we meet because our works are in alignment with each other. The best example I could give you is we're both in the medical field, so we have a lot to talk about. Or, I can't even give you other examples, but our work is synergistic, is how I feel. I have an opportunity, some kind of door. Maybe that's how we're going to meet. An Ace of Wands. Look at him. Beautiful seahorse coming towards me. Now, I did read once that seahorses are soulmates, and that they fall asleep and they attach their tails together so they don't float away from each other. So that's kind of sweet. But an Ace of Wands is this kind of moment in time that comes into us that is kind of a wow factor, right? It's kind of a, you've opened up something in me, Spirit just said. You've opened up, a longing to be with you. So there's something going on there. A King of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah, this person's going to definitely open up your passion. Maybe you haven't, especially if you've been alone for a while and you're a little bit older, like me, if you're watching this and you're like, I haven't had those feelings for anybody forever. You know what? It's like riding a bike, getting back on the horse, like all of a sudden you have sexual desires, or you feel sexy again for the first time in a long time. So whoever this is, this person is going to kind of push your buttons and open up those feelings for you. So that's exciting. I have a 10 of Cups. I could be really, really happy with this person. And I also like the key word of completion, because it came into me very clearly as, you complete me, and that is gorgeous. Like, you complete me, and sometimes you do feel that you are missing a piece of you do feel like the piece of the puzzle is missing, right? And you meet this perfect person, and not everybody's perfect, but this person somehow completes you. This person makes your life better, more fulfilled, or just, I don't know, just that true companion that you've been looking and searching for and hoping for. So here it is. Let's see what these say. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. So if they haven't come into you, the universe is working. Look, it's like I don't know. It's one of those, like a hole in the universe. And I'm going to go through that hole in a moment, but it hasn't opened up yet. And what's that called? A wormhole, something like that. But I don't know. Patience. That's the hardest thing when we're single. It's so hard to, just to buy into divine timing and to really believe in divine timing. I remember a soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So we all have a soul plan. We all write a soul plan before we come here to this earth. And we all have kind of lessons that we want to learn. And our journey here is going to go through the cycles of learning that lesson on this journey. So you may be in alignment with, I remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I remember who I'm supposed to be meeting. So your soul is right on target. Your soul is right on purpose, so that's good. I've got the golden children, an inner child tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. But look at that gateway, that light shining through. My inner child just wants to run to that light, run through that light, and just play, So maybe this person will be very playful. Maybe this person's energy will be very lighthearted and fun and enthusiastic. Spirit just said as a word. So that is nice. Let's just see. These are like time. These are some time element cards. Let's see. Seconds tick by. Stop watching the time. Being obsessed. Don't be obsessed with the time. When is this going to happen? If that is something that bothers you, you really have to let it go. You have no control over when you're going to meet the person that you're meant to be with. You'll know it when it happens, for sure. But it's you can't make it happen. Only Spirit knows who you're going to fall in love with and when, unfortunately. I have the number 444, angelic support, divine alignment, foundations. Look for the number 444. Okay, that could be a clue. I love this divine alignment because that's telling me that Spirit is sending you this person, that this will be definitely on your path, for no doubt about that, but they'll be divinely sent. And maybe that's something that you feel. Maybe that's something you say, I just know that this is bigger than us, and I just feel like, Spirit sent you to me, like you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, and you complete me. Tomorrow is another day. Try again another way. So spontaneity. If you are not meeting the right person, or you're not meeting any people, just try to put yourself out there in different circles. They said, one more, please. Spring. When spring has sprung, it will all be done. Maybe this person's coming in the springtime. I want you to be as spontaneous as you can. If you get invited to something and your first impression is, oh, I don't think I want to do that, I want you to think like, well, maybe I'm going to meet my person at this place. You are going to meet somebody in a very serendipity way. Right place at the right time, but maybe you never were going to go there. Something like that. And you may have, like, I'm going to say a chance meeting. That's how it's coming into me. Like, what are the chances of us meeting? I didn't even think I was coming here tonight. And if I hadn't come here tonight, I would never have met you. That is how this connection is going to happen. That is how I feel. Page of Cups, I have instant feelings for you. Almost the sense of when I saw you for the first time. I will say that. It's like I walked across the room, I saw you for the first time, and I had instant feelings for you. I just felt something. Yeah, this is a new journey. This is a new journey with the Fool. So not somebody we know, because it's a very chance meeting. I've never met this person. So this is not somebody that's in my life now. This is new love for my singles. And I have a Hierophant. There's that divinely sent. I feel like you were put in my life. I feel like, what are the chances that we were going to be both at that event? What are the chances of that we were, they might even have a story. Like you could say, I wasn't going to come, and they could have a story like saying, I wasn't going to come either, but something told me to come. Like my inner voice told me to come tonight. And then you guys have this incredible story about this chance meeting and how you met. That's how it's coming into me. That is cool, my Geminis. Let's see what sign they're going to be. They could be an Aries, independent, brave, passion. There's that opening up the passion. Opening up a part of me that I either haven't shared with somebody else for a long time, or I just have put that part of my life on hold. I wasn't attracted to anybody. I wasn't sexually active with anybody for because I didn't want to be, So I have a feeling whoever this is, they're going to open up that part of you again. I have Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, and progressive images is the key words. That's interesting. Aquarius, original. Are you unique? You're original. They see you as somebody that's different than who they've ever been attracted to before. That's probably why they want to be with you, because you're not like everybody else, or you have something very special to offer, so that's probably why they want to be with you. And I have Scorpio, intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing, a Scorpio energy. Okay, so those, I know the charms also have some additional what sign they may be. Okay, they could be any of those signs. Let's see if they'll give me some other clues. Spirit, anything about this person? It's definitely a chance meeting. So I need you to be out and about. I need you to put yourself in places that you wouldn't normally go to, or say yes if you're invited somewhere, but you are hesitant to say, I don't want to do that tonight. I want you to go. Wisdom, I want you to trust. That came into me as I want you to trust. I want you to trust your inner knowing. Now, if this is a soul journey for you, it's inside of you and it's traveled a lifetime already. You can see that the wisdom is inside of you. So it's the sense of, I'm going to start listening to my gut. I'm going to start trusting my own intuition a little bit more, because I just know Spirit's putting this person in front of me. Now, the travel, I think it's more about once we're together. I feel like we are going to travel. Maybe that's something your person wants to do. Maybe that's something that your person dreams of doing. Like that is a big part of their life. They really wanted that to become part of their life. They want to put, a period of time on hold so that they can just travel. They want to save so they could just travel, something like that. So I feel like they have dreams of traveling. So if that's something that you'd like to do, this is probably going to be a perfect match. I have protection, guarded by your angels, and I also have children involved. So some of you, this could be a relationship where one of you has children. One of you is making sure that I'm not inviting somebody into my life that is going to affect the kids or my relationship with the kids, because I'm going to guard myself with that. So you're going to know that this is somebody I want to be with. They have a romance, very romantic connection on the bottom of this deck. So you're not going to introduce this person to children, for those of you that have children, until you know that this is something that's going to turn into something real. Now, this deck is cute. I forgot I had this deck. It's like Divine Doors or something like that. It's a little miniature deck. It's all these little doors with affirmations. And I love doors. I love gateways. I love anything that tells me I'm going to walk through something and be on the other side. I love that. All right, so I'm going down this hallway through this doorway. And on the back, it says patience. Spirit loves this. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. So be patient. For those of you that are waiting, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Okay, here's another door. It's kind of like weather beaten here. And I have a distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free as you dare dream it. So it must be. Dream, okay? Dream about what it is that you want. You know, dreams come true. What we pray for comes true. So just pray for what it is that you want. Spirit's listening. And then look at these beautiful, these like cathedral doors. These are gorgeous. Trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. Again, play. I have a feeling like this person, this relationship, this connection is going to be a lot of fun. I think even just the way we meet is kind of funny. I think even the way that you come into my life, this chance meeting is kind of ironic or synchronistic or serendipity at its best. I think this connection is going to be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for somebody that you're going to laugh with, have a good time with, be very playful with, be free, they said. I have a feeling this is the connection. I mean, you'll have a lot of other things, but I think laughter is a big part of this connection for some reason. I just have this beautiful energy with the two of you just smiling and enjoying each other and laughing out loud. Just a lot of fun. This is a extra card in this deck. This is hope. Have hope. Don't give up on hope. Hope is such a beautiful word, right? Have strength. You know, could be a Leo. Have strength. You know, don't give up on your hopes and your dreams, right? And then I have temperance. Maybe I feel really balanced with this person. Maybe this person is very grounding to me, or I feel really comfortable. Maybe that's why I'm able to laugh out loud, you know, and be silly and be playful and allow my inner child to shine, you know, something like that. But I just love this overall feeling of we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Ace of Wands again. This person's going to come into your life like a blaze of lightning. Okay. You're going to meet this person in a very spontaneous way, a chance meeting. And it's probably going to be an instant attraction. It probably will be an instant attraction. It'll probably be either they catch your attention and they make you laugh. They catch your attention because they're good looking and, you know, they're handsome, they're beautiful. But I don't be surprised if it's kind of like this. Wow, I wasn't expecting to meet you tonight. There's my lover's card. There's my soulmate. I wasn't expecting to meet my soulmate. Here you are, right? Like I just wasn't expecting all of this, and here you are. So I think it's one of those things that when you look back at it in time, you just look at the miracle of how God brings two people together. It's just amazing when you look at all the parts and pieces moving, and then all of a sudden, bam, you know, here we are, happy, content, celebrating. Maybe kids are playing, you know, maybe we have a combined combining our family, or we start a family together, something like that. Let's get a couple of clues. Let's see what the clues are saying today. I've got my beautiful bowl of charms and my magic scoop. My magic scoop says it all. I've had this forever, but it's done. We're going to get a good scoop. Let's see what the scoop says. Let's see if we can get some additional clues. Maybe we'll get some letters. I got the letter C. I didn't get a lot of letters in that scoop, but I've got other clues. I got the letter C. I've got a Sagittarius. Okay, they could be a Sagittarius. They could be a Pisces. They could be an Aquarius. So we got a lot of signs. There's that seahorse again. That soulmate feeling I had earlier, right? There's that seahorse. Like he's almost like a lone seahorse, like he's searching for you. He's looking for you. He's swimming around. He's looking for you right now. Okay. Let's see what else is jumping out at me. I have the number 17. I like that. I have a starfish, but that, believe it or not, that just came into me as arms wide open. I don't know how I read that way, but it was just like, I just felt like my arms were wide open. Like I just walked into this person's arms, like come home from work and they're like, oh, let me give you a hug. That's how that came into me. I do have a baby. Some of you may have a baby with this person if you'd like to have a baby. Look at this big, beautiful smile. It's fun. This is such a great connection because you're so happy. And that's how you know you're falling in love with somebody. You do fall in love with the person, but you fall in love with how they make you feel. So if this person's making you feel amazing, you're always laughing. You're always smiling till like your cheeks hurt. You know, when you laugh with somebody and talk with somebody for so long that your face actually hurts? I have a feeling like this person really makes you laugh. And it's just fun. It's just such a fun connection. A family's love is forever. They're very committed to their family. That's important. I have a cactus, but going back to that travel, part of me feels like, I want to go see the Grand Canyon. Like I have a list of all these things I want to do. So that's more how that came into me. This is a fleur de lis, the same idea. This could be connected to travel. Like, I want to go to, I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Paris. I want to go, see, artwork, something like that. Let's see. Look at a dragonfly. That's coming into me as the spirit world's helping you. Somebody in the spirit world is helping you find this person, somebody who you love. And I have a lion. I have a Leo, and I have a circus tent. There's that fun. This person makes you laugh. They must have an amazing sense of humor because everything about it is fun to me. There's something really, hopefully they're very serious too, and they're, they get the whole package, but maybe that's why you fall in love with them. You're like, they just make me laugh. They make me feel good. And I have never, never give up. Don't ever give up. We had a lot of messages today about patience and divine timing and what's meant to be, But all I know about this connection is this is a chance meeting, okay? This is a once in a lifetime, I ran into you moment in time, and we somehow found each other. And once we found each other, it was this overall energy of you complete me. It was this feeling of something had been missing in my life, and now I know what it is. It was you. And I also love how this person makes you feel. They make you laugh. They make you smile. They make you feel good about yourself. And my Geminis, that has more value than anything. So we're going to put this out into the universe, and we're going to ask Spirit to bring this to you soon. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.